Welcome back to Birthright, the Gorgon's Alliance. Again, it seems I was a bit lucky with the save game. The end of the previous turn, the game crashed, but the save seems to have worked. It is possible, of course, that some of all the bugs I've been seeing in this Let's Play are due to that fact that I've been forced to save on a map that's technically gone down the drain. Okay, let's make sure we change our Texas and Anathar so they hopefully their rebellion will end. That may definitely be the reason why I'm in such difficulties. I'm not used to. Okay. The Gorgon has put an army in Pelt. It seems they've also got an army in Sunder Falls, because otherwise... No, they don't. They've just gone into rebellion or something then. They probably will soon, though.
Yes, Regent.
And it's time to collect taxes, of course. I should make one more check to see that all the tax levels are okay. Yeah, I think it seems they are. It's contesting the temple. Wasn't too lucky with that. Go away around zone. And Gorgon is most destructing and shit death and assassinating and doing every bad thing he can, basically.
It's your turn.
Chaos. Oh. Chaos, it seems, is trying to take back
Your Highness?
parts of the Spiderfell, and yeah, clearly also parts of the Five Peaks.
Yes, Regent?
Runaway helps me out in there, perhaps, and Chaos was actually invested in this province, so maybe I should...
Your bidding, my liege?
Maybe that'll be worth
As you wish.
trying to do something about it. It definitely will, because this is actually an important province for me, because it's an important crossroads, so...
Your bidding, my liege?
I should... Yeah, that should be alright. Those guys should be able to deal with that. And then the important north. Let's see what the Gorgon's got. Hordes of skeletons, of course.
Majesty?
I've got some armies, of course. Got this one, not that one, but yeah, you just saw Karen Allen's force.
Yes,
My
Regent?
region's troops.
Your
I've got
Majesty?
this army.
Your bidding, my liege?
This one. The only one I can really deal with. This army will
Your
be my
Highness?
caster force. What I would really like to do... Oh yes, and importantly, our own ward spell on Plumbergo was one off. So this army should now technically be able to retreat. They need to declare... There needs to be a war between us first, though. So I will declare war, but I should have really liked...
My liege?
I should have really liked to fortify provinces, Stone's End. And then these three. Normally my lieutenant would be well able to deal with that. It's just, it seems fortifying, creating more holdings and such doesn't really seem to be working a lot lately. And I think I know the reason for that actually. I think the problem is basically that I've got so many holdings now everywhere that basically, I think the game can only really keep track of so many holdings, so I think that's why I can't make a source in Shedith either. Stone's End was also where I'd really like to have a castle. That's done. Yeah, and you see I got 3 of the 4 castles I wanted at least. That's not too bad. Sunder Falls is the one that doesn't have. Well, fair enough.
Your Highness?
Oh, let's not forget I've got a massive force in here that isn't really doing anything. We need to try and deal with this army though. Tell you what, you've never really seen how dwarves do in commanded combat, have you? You've never really seen me fight with dwarves. I just want to build a bit of a road here so I can send units.
Bidding, my liege? It shall be done.
This like
Yes, Regent. Your Majesty.
that.
It shall
like
be done. Your Majesty.
this and
I hear and obey.
okay, stupid. I know. I won't make any of those silly references again. I hope this.
Your Majesty.
Oh, it's a bit heavy on the infantry and a bit weak on the bowmen here. Especially since I've got a skeleton unit. But well,
Your Majesty.
I'll try. I can probably afford to do something like
Your
that.
Highness. As
Oh,
you
I'll also build a road from between Zaptig and Anathar, or perhaps Metal or Anathar, but I don't think you can. Nope. Zaptig and Anathar is it.
My liege.
I just don't want any of these armies to be pinned down
Bidding. As
by the
you
Gorgon. He hasn't done anything with his sources, has he? No. I'll need to contest away that source as well, but that can wait, I think.
Your bidding. My liege.
So, I just need a few armies in there to keep the Gorgon from advancing very far, and for that, even Goblin Archers will do. So the quickest way to get quick units in there is just to muster it. Oh! Anathar is actually a human province. Cool! So that means I can muster stuff like archers and elite infantry and such in there. Nice. So I don't have to send quite as many troops from the far south then, perhaps.
Your Majesty. Your wish is my
Yeah, they can always join up with the
Bidding, my
elves.
liege. Wish
Oh,
is my
Put
command.
this goblin archer in there instead.
Regent. Yes.
I shouldn't have too many armies in
liege.
here, to be quite honest with you, though, because he's got the source in there.
Your bidding.
It shouldn't be completely...
Yes, Regent?
It's not as if these will really be fighting at anything.
Yes, my liege. Your bidding, my liege.
There's spare room in this force? Yes, apparently.
As you wish, Regent.
Your bidding, my liege.
My liege?
Okay.
Your
This one?
Highness.
My
No.
liege.
That
It
one's
shall be
full,
done.
so to speak. So I must now remember that I've got all my
bidding.
forces in
Your
metal.
bidding.
And we get a
Yes,
muster
Your Majesty.
in elf's eyes. A few more of these goblin archers, just because their whole job is to sit here in Sage's Fen and prevent annoying things happening there, like for example this army from Plumbago moving in and causing too much trouble after the province has been warded again by the Gorgon. Or I need more than one unit because it can master struck one unit away, so I need to keep tabs on that. Right. Okay. I'll just quickly check what lieutenants are available, and then I think we are ready to declare war on the Gorgon. Who will promptly, I suppose... Yeah, my allies join me, and then the Gorgon should declare war in return. Oh, he has got a skeleton in there, but fortunately I've still got so many forces in here that
Command. Done. Your orders. Consider
should
it
be able
done.
to just overwhelm
Yes.
them at sheer
I'll
force
do
of
it
numbers.
soon. Your command? By your command. Your command? I'll get on that right away.
Order. Consider it done.
Put some goblins on the field for once.
Yes. Consider it done.
Yes, I'll do it soon.
What? By your command.
I'm using a lot more goblins now than I really would normally, because they cost the same amount of upkeep as a normal archer, but it's convenient because all the fighting is going on in the north, and I can muster goblins in the north mostly. Oh yeah, right, this is the small army. How do I play this one? I think... choose an open field. I think I'll try and play this one.
Orders? I'll do it soon. Your orders? I'll do it soon. Your orders? By your command. Yes?
Almost
I'll
as a
get on
cavalry
that right
charge.
away. By your command. Your command? By your command. Yes. Consider it done. Orders? By your command. Yes. By your
Tactics,
command.
that
Orders?
is, I
Get on
will
that right away. Your orders? By your command.
have my infantry
By your
act as
command.
knights.
Command? Consider it done. Orders at the ready. Orders? I'll get on that right away. Consider it done. Consider it done.
And try and engage the enemy,
Yes. Consider it done.
and then I'll attempt to swarm
Regent?
the field as best I can.
Yes. Orders? I'll get on that right away.
Just trying to deploy everything I can, throwing everything I can
Consider it done. Yes.
onto the field in the hopes that I'll be able to
By your command. Do it soon. At the ready.
again overwhelm them by sheer force of numbers like that. Oh yeah, this was the Chaos Army in Pwinnell. I think we're on an open field here. This suits me
Your command?
perfectly.
I'll get on that right away. Yes. By your command. Yes. By your command.
I think I'll keep my elite infantry in the reserves for now.
Archers at the ready. Your command? Archers at the ready. Your command?
The goblins are firing on my archers. My archers are missing,
Archers at
so
your command? Archers at the ready. Regent? Yes. I'll get on that right away.
oops.
Regent? Regent? I'll do it soon. Yes.
Let's get the lead
Yes?
in there so we can keep track of where those
Your command?
mercenary
Get on that right away.
cavalry are at least. Oh, they're goblin cavalry fired on our archers. Well, we do have another archer unit, and we'll get those
Do
out
it,
of there.
yes. Fall back! Archers at the ready. Yes. I'll get on that right
And their
away.
infantry redeployed. Really, infantry is not doing very well against those mercenary cavalrymen.
Archers
Oh,
at the ready.
they did now. Killed off a bunch of those
Regent?
cabs. Goblin cavalry is not
Consider it
quite as
done.
dangerous as mercenary cavalry because it's slower. Got the same
Archers at the
missile
ready.
ratings and everything, but
Yeah,
it's slower,
consider
so it's
it
easy to
done.
keep my units out of.
Your
Okay,
order?
I don't want to lose my elite
command?
inf if I can avoid it.
Archers at the ready. Archers at the ready. Your command? Yes. Archers at the ready. Command? Yes.
Okay, good. I was a bit lucky, but well, I had fired on that unit numerous times. I don't think badly hurt elite infantry will want to fight slightly hurt
Archers
goblin
at the
cavalry.
ready. Yes. Yes. I'll get on that
I think
right
I'll
away.
use my superior mobility against their
Archers
infantry.
at the ready. Yes.
Oops.
Regent, consider it done. Regent?
We shall have them.
And then shoot them to bits. That's more like it. Do they have anything in the reserves now? Yeah, they've got one unit of
Archers at the
one
ready.
man left.
Yes.
And then there's me against the Gorgon's army in Pelt. I don't really have as many bowmen as I should, so this may not work out terribly well at all. I'll go with the riverbanks actually. Just mostly just for sort of
Right away.
variety, I think.
Your command? By your command. Your orders? I'll do it soon. Yes. I'll do it soon. Your command? By your
If I
command.
can, I'll try and use my archers against the cavalry instead of the dwarf bows because they've got +1 to missile attacks
Archers
against
at the ready. Yes.
mounted units.
Archers at the ready.
They've got a big army, so I can't
Archers at the
really
ready. Your command?
use my archers super powered
Regent? Yes. Archers at the ready.
mobility that much. There isn't that much space to move in, quite simply.
Archers at the ready.
So my archers are going to have to stand and shoot.
Archers at the ready. Your command?
And they got
Regent?
hurt, so I'll
We're
pull
outta
them out
here.
of there, put a little dwarf
Archers
bow
at the ready.
instead.
I'll get on that right away. Yes.
No sense in having their
Archers at the
skeletons
ready. Yes.
destroy my
At the ready.
dwarves.
Yes.
If I can avoid it, at least.
Orders? Consider it done.
Come on, archers. Come on, archers.
Archers at the
Hit
ready.
the mercenaries. No, I missed. That's bad. This is going to be a weak spot in my line, and then everything else is going to
At the ready.
advance.
Your command?
Phew! Okay, get the dwarves out of there before they get shot. So far, the archers have not taken losses.
Regent? Archers
That
at the
can't
ready.
last.
Orders? Your command? Get on that right
Relatively confident about...
away. Command?
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I thought the dwarves would do well against gnolls in a shootout. I was wrong. Clearly.
Archers at the ready. Your command?
Okay, I can't really afford
Orders?
to lose a lot more troops or I'll be swarmed.
Yes. Archers at the ready. Your command? Archers at the ready. Yes. Do it soon.
I think it's time.
Archers at the ready.
Oops.
Archers at the ready. Regent? Your command? By your command.
Forced to use
Consider it done. Orders?
infantry to try and tie down those
Orders? Archers at the
skeletons.
ready. Your command?
Those archers are getting shot to death, of course.
Orders?
Ooh,
Archers at the ready.
dwarf bows are getting shot by merch. Okay, I'm hoping for the gnolls to advance, actually.
Archers at the ready.
They didn't do that. They were too smart for that.
Do it soon.
These dwarves are getting it. I need to put more dwarf bowmen on the field in there.
Right away. Archers at the ready. Archers at the ready. Orders?
Well, infantry can deal with spiders, surely. This infantry is getting badly buggered. Ooh, perfect. I can get you out of there, and then I need dwarf infantry there. Now, stats. Phew. Okay, this dwarven bow is getting hammered. I need to try and get him out of that.
Orders? Orders? Fall back!
I'm out of archers almost.
Yes? By your command. Orders? Archers at the ready. Orders? Orders?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to risk that. That means the dwarf bows get shot at by those ear eggs. Probably take losses.
Archers at the ready. Archers at the ready. Archers at the ready, my liege. Orders? Orders? Your command? I'll get on that right away.
Okay, this dwarven infantry unit is a bit exposed. Then I've hardly got any bow troops left. You are very exposed.
Move back! Archers at the ready, my liege. Yes? Consider it done.
I'm hoping for these gnolls to advance in here to the point where our infantry can deploy and fight them.
Archers at the ready, my liege. Orders?
Which they promptly did. Perfect. I can deploy my infantry. Get the dwarf bows out of there before the skeletons kill them off. I can even deploy another fresh archer in here. Oh, our infantry is not doing terribly well against those gnolls.
Archers at the ready. Orders? We're out of here.
I do have an elite infantry unit. It will probably be even better against ear eggs than dwarves. The thing about dwarves is they're good against enemy casters, but it's not as if there are a lot of casters in this army. This enemy army. Right. What's he got in his reserves now? Status. Very few units. So this essentially is what it's got now. But then my units have taken some beatings as well.
Yes. Regent, consider it done.
Your command?
See if we can. Oh, we've got a fresh dwarf bow that we can deploy on our left flank.
Archers at the ready. Your command? Regent, consider it done.
Archers at the ready, my liege. Archers at the ready, my liege.
Regent, by your command.
Considering the numbers now, yeah.
Do it soon. Yes? Consider it done.
Archers at the ready.
There we go. I lost one archer, one dwarven bow, and one dwarven infantry. And yeah, the Gorgon declared war in return, of course. Ooh. Forgot about those. I could have chanced this if it hadn't been for the skeletons, really. I'll pull out, see if the Aranui army can deal with them. I think they could.
Did not
See if our
succeed.
allies can actually help me for once. Guild and Doomspeak, fine. Wreck
Succeeded.
it, I don't need a Guild and Doomspeak. And the Gorgons try and keep mass destroying units into death.
It's your turn.